Sitting on the toilet. 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 Sitting on the toilet.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nothing Yet Live. I am Ledgy Tyler.
I am your Ms. Parker.
Hey, so this was brought to my attention. Hey, Republicans. I encourage any, like, all women to do this to every Republican. You want to send them everything you're doing.
As women.
As women. They want to know everything that's going on, right? So I hope this is what they get.
Sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet.
This is playing.
Sitting on the toilet. Now flush.
That was brilliant. I like that. You brought that to my attention,
Yeah.
and I was like,
I didn't make the connection that
like, oh God, you should do this. Every woman in the world should send videos of themselves via Twitter or whatever you like to use.
So yes,
every single thing that you're doing.
I'm just sitting on the toilet taking a shit, and
just
there's no abortion. There's no abortion happening here.
Just keep them posted.
I had a meme once that said, "Dear Republicans, just so you know, I just got my period. Sorry, I lost an egg."
Oh, that fetus.
That was my unborn baby.
Hey, try not to suck any dick on the way through the parking lot.
Hey, you can't get pregnant that way.
No, devil's loophole. All right, this just makes me calm. All right, we're gonna go with Florida Man. I can't touch.
Okay.
Is this the Florida Man?
Yeah, this is the one that's up there. I'm trying to decide which one's funnier. One involves a urinal and one involves a toilet.
Well, I mean, we already did the one where the guy threw the toilet.
No, it's not that one.
Did not throw the toilet.
It's not that one. It's a new one, of course. So what's funnier, urinals or toilets?
Well, I mean, I actually installed a urinal. This one dude, he was like, "Hey, can you put a urinal in my house?" And I was like,
"It's gonna stink up your house."
No, I mean, in his master bathroom, he wanted a urinal, and I was like, "Well, let me throw a bidet in there while you're at it, too, right?" But yeah, he had a urinal in his house. After it was dope.
Nice,
man.
Okay,
I had never done it, and I was like, "I'm gonna do it."
Well, because it's Fuck It Friday, I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want to go with urinal or toilet?
All
first?
The way.
Urinal. Okay, let's go with urinal.
Okay.
Okay. Did you see it?
No.
Okay, there's not this photo is the toilet story. Okay.
This is not copyrighted.
Right. Okay. Cool. Do you want to guess where I'm going with this?
Well, you got to give me at least 3 words.
Man rips urinal.
Okay. Did he bludgeon another human with it? Did he rip a urinal off the wall?
Yes, he did.
That's impressive. Not this guy.
No.
Not this man.
No.
Wow. I mean, wow. Like, I mean, did he use a lever, a crowbar?
I don't know. I don't know.
So he ripped a urinal off the wall,
and then
straight up, like
in a
Captain America style,
in a pub, and then
proceeded to beat another man's ass with it.
No, he did not. He went full Florida Man. After that.
Okay, I am in awe of what you brought me. I do not know.
Okay, I will tell you now.
This is so great. I can just I can imagine like what and how like it would take to like rip a urinal off the wall.
Maybe it was loose to begin with.
Was he old? Is he like old man strength? Would he just go crazy?
Let me see.
He's got to be like in his 50s.
Let me see here. You know what? I don't think they've caught the guy. So they said he's in his 20s.
All right. So homeboy ripped a urinal off the wall in a pub, which tells me it's Europe. I mean, except it's Florida.
Except it's Florida. And then he goes full Florida Man, which means
he threw it out the window.
No. Then runs wet and naked in the woods to escape.
how did I miss the naked part?
Exactly.
Like I knew if there was a urinal involved, there couldn't have been a gator. So of course he was naked. So he took all his clothes off
was
and then
soaking wet and ran out of the bar with the urinal and escaped into the woods.
maybe he was like my customer. He just really wanted a urinal.
Yeah, maybe he'd been loosening the bolts for a while and, working his way, going in there with
I mean, you
his
could
tools.
leverage it off.
But maybe he'd been slowly working up to this.
No, that's why he was wet, because the water just
Maybe
sprayed
so.
it. Makes sense.
Please.
Hey, if you get all wet, you got to take the clothes off. Right? You're in Florida, so who cares?
You would think that the water itself would
Then
be
I'm pulling my penis out.
would be an antidote to the heat, but no, he had to go full Florida man, of course.
Right.
Police were called to
Do I get to look now?
Yeah. To a flooded Miller's Ale House after employees complained that a man ripped a urinal off the wall of the men's room. Of course, famed author Ernest Hemingway.
We were just talking about Hemingway earlier.
Yeah, you quoted him. Famed author Ernest Hemingway reputedly ripped a urinal out of a bathroom in Key West's Sloppy Joe's bar.
You know what? Nothing good ever happened at Sloppy Joe's bar except for all this.
And look what Ernest Hemingway did. As if to...
Hemingway was a man. Look. Ben Shapiro. Talking about John Wayne. Talking about Ernest Hemingway. Dude shot people.
Including himself. No, he hanged himself, I think.
But he shot dudes and was like, I'm cool.
So he installed it at his own home in the 1930s.
So he ripped it out and then took it to his house. Well, I could have helped him if I was born 45 years before I was born.
But the Tallahassee man who ripped a urinal from the restaurant and pub likely isn't another Hemingway. According to the Tallahassee Police Department, when this unidentified and soaked man in his 20s was spotted by angry employees in the parking lot after damaging the bathroom. Now, I'm not sure he had the urinal with him.
Porcelain is very sharp. I'm not but usually a urinal is a ceramic coated metal, right? Like a bathtub. So it's more of like as opposed to like a toilet that is ceramic. Sharpest thing that I'm not kidding you. It'll cut your fingers off. He
didn't offer much in the way of explanation. Okay, that's because they didn't catch him. Go down.
He was probably listening to Hemingway.
Do you want to turn this off?
Hemingway's background. Sorry. That's funny that you can hear it and I
can't. Instead, he stripped butt naked and ran into the nearby woods to avoid capture, the police posted on Facebook. I hate to question any man's escape plan, but a change of clothes never really works, and a grown man running around naked is certainly going to attract more attention.
Whether or not he's holding a urinal.
Than whatever he was wearing prior. Plus, you have to wonder how that plan turned out for him. Naked, woods. A copper with a sense of humor posted on the police site.
Oh, copper. That's great, because that's plumbing.
Okay, so here's what the Tallahassee Police Department
Happy Tuesday, trackers.
I'm not even sure what to say about today's story, really. I just know. Officers were called to a local restaurant due to a fella damaging property. Yep. When officers arrived, they discovered they needed no
gators were involved.
But they needed their hip waders because the restaurant was flooded. You're probably thinking to yourself, he must have broken a pipe of some sort. You're partially right. Okay, I lost my spot here. The bad guy went into the bathroom and, wait for it, ripped the urinal off the wall.
Give me this. I'm taking this home.
I'll give you a second to go back and read that again. He ripped the urinal off the wall.
Not hard to do if it's shoddy construction. Trust me.
Okay, it
you
might
get
have
some
been
leverage on it, and you could get that ring off.
I just want to know what he had against that.
Well, usually urinals they have that the pipe goes like this.
I haven't seen a lot of urinals for obvious reasons.
There's a pipe that goes in it. If you can loosen that pipe fitting, you could probably easily leverage and rip it.
Okay, this is really funny. Employees checked for any to-go order that included urinal from the men's room and
Oh.
found no matching orders. When the fellow was confronted by the now angry and soggy-shoed employees,
He said, "What urinal?"
he did exactly what any person who has ripped a urinal off the wall does. He stripped naked and ran into the woods to avoid capture. I hate to question anyone's escape plan, but a change of clothes, blah, blah, blah. Video of the suspect was turned over to officers, so members of the Criminal Investigations Bureau should be identifying the bad guy and pay a visit soon. I hope he finds his clothes before they arrive. Awkward.
You know, it'd be funny. I always love these stories when it turns out the guy's like a PhD in something, or a doctor, or some craziness.
I doubt it.
Like a former lawyer that, you know, just, it's always something like that. But,
Okay.
yeah, priceless.
Okay. Now, this fine gentleman
I like him.
is our toilet
I like-
story
I
of
like the
today.
cut of his jib.
Okay. Okay.
The
So
copper.
let
Okay.
me take over
I gotta
here.
turn around. Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
Florida man wouldn't.
Oh, that's an
We had-
almost impossible.
we had
question.
a story about this.
Florida man wouldn't what? There's no nothing he wouldn't do. I mean, you're talking about eat a face to rip a urinal.
Do you remember this guy?
He was.
He beat the shit out of a guy who wouldn't do a what do you call it?
Oh, a courtesy wipe in the
courtesy
jail. That's right. He
flush.
was already in jail, and the guy would
Do a courtesy flush.
I do remember this guy. He's a fine,
Okay.
upstanding human. He's like, "What's up, son? How you doing, brother?" I don't know where I'm at. This guy. And
Oh, it
then
might have been this guy.
the
No,
patriarch.
I don't know if it was the patriarch right there. Boy, I got nothing to do with y'all, toilet men, fecal-philiacs.
I was the man of courtesy flush.
Whoops, that's not where we want to be. Where's my
Oh.
Florida man?
Your Florida man is right here. I know there's so many. Look at all these Florida men. And
Witches. Okay, here we go. Florida man wouldn't whoosh, what the woman did at the end of the video, sitting on the
Wouldn't
toilet.
do the courtesy flush.
He wouldn't flush, period.
This guy wouldn't flush at all.
Yeah,
He's just loading up the cannon.
yeah, and not flushing. That's when the police got involved. That's the headline.
Well, you know, I mean, I gotta give it. I mean, maybe because a lot of times inmates will be pissed. That
No,
you're
this
flushed too
was
many
not
times.
jail. This was no. He's a civilian in his
Oh.
house, in someone's house. Presumably his wife or girlfriend.
Wow, I hope that wasn't racist. I just assumed he was in jail since he was a Florida man that was going to jail. So
But
this happened prior. Okay, so this guy wouldn't flush it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he's just loading up the toilet and
Yeah.
not flushing at all. Like that's a little unacceptable.
yeah, it is. I agree. It's not very.
I mean, if you
polite.
don't got water, or if you are paying a lot for water, I can understand why you might hold off on the if it yellow.
Yeah.
Right. But
No, but I think this
if
guy.
you're taking dumps,
I think this guy pinched a loaf, and I think that's.
if you're
probably,
worried about saving water, just dig a cat hole.
Yeah, exactly. A Florida man was charged with battery after police were called by his angry roommate. Okay, it was a roommate who said he refused to flush the toilet.
Okay, we got that. So this guy's just
Yeah.
refused. Like, why wouldn't you just at some point walk in there and flush it? Well, because you have pride, but also this Florida man might just tear your ass up.
Naked. He might just get naked and
No way.
or he might rip the toilet
Did we
out.
did the whole trifecta? Okay, cool. Tell me he went full like Boondock Saints
No.
and like ripped the toilet out of the
No,
ground.
it wasn't that glamorous. Of course there's more to the tale
my hopes
because
up.
of course there's more to the tale because well, it's Florida.
Okay.
It's hot. It just does things to people.
Apparently.
According to an Indian River County Sheriff's Department case report about a disturbance, deputies were called by Diana Griffin. Oh, here we go. 58-year-old Vero Beach woman said her roommate, Trovon Jordan Patterson,
3 names.
36,
He had it going. I mean,
spit on her in her hair.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, you don't do that to a black woman.
And in her face after she repeatedly told him to flush the toilet after he used the commode.
She said commode.
I guess she said commode.
Or somebody else wrote that, which is both equally ridiculous.
It's very Southern.
They do say vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
They don't say car.
That's true.
Say vehicle.
When Patterson started cursing at her, she told deputies, she picked up a plunger and began.
Butter churning his ass. Tell me, she butter churned him. Tell me.
Well,
she
toilet churned him. She
plunged his ass.
Began
right in his face. It's like, why isn't there like a suction ring on his face?
And began swinging it at Patterson to keep him away. The report on the May 23rd incident said. Deputies found Peterson a short time later. Patterson. Several.
Get his name right.
A short time later, several blocks away. His arrest record in Indian River lists an arrest on battery charges when he was accused of spitting in his roommate's face over a dispute about a messy apartment in June.
You know, I have a lot to say about spitting. I mean, look, guilty a little bit, but it wasn't a racist thing. I was spitting on Operation Rescue people, so I felt like that was okay. And Nazis are right; they're fair game to spit on. I can spit on a Nazi, and I can.
You can, yeah. There's
maybe the Operation
Nazis
Rescue people are
pretty
just
much fair game.
They're kind of people, so maybe not a good thing. But Nazis definitely not people. Okay to spit on. Are we good on
okay
that?
To donkey punch them.
Okay, cool. So you don't spit in a black woman's hair, that's for sure. You don't really spit in anybody's hair. But if you want to get your ass handed to you with a plunger.
Well, according to the latest report, Patterson told deputies he spit on Griffin, but did so only after she attacked him with a cooking pot. Because this is a Florida story, you know that
that escalated quickly.
The kitchen items get involved. You know.
Well, I mean,
they're weapons.
They're easy to do. You know?
Yeah.
Pulling knives and plates.
Deputies say Patterson showed them a small red area on his forehead where he said his roommate had hit him with the kitchen pot.
Okay.
But Griffin told deputies that the red mark happened when Patterson ran away from her, smack into a wall as she wielded the plunger.
She said like this, and he just ran into a wall. Like, this is so Benny Hill. Like, where's the Benny Hill music? It's so great. Just bounce.
So he has a record of spitting in people's faces.
Okay.
So this was not his first offense. Yeah.
Mm.
Officers said they saw smeared spit on Griffin's hair, shoulder, and stomach.
I mean, she could have spit on herself and said he did it. She did attack him with a toilet plunger. I mean, like, this is all just hilarity to me.
I know.
No one should be arrested at any point during any of this. They should just be like, you guys need counseling. Here's your plunger back.
Use it wisely.
Yeah.
And dude, flush the damn toilet.
It's a gimme.
Yeah. Patterson has to appear in court on June 18th on the battery charge. That's it. That's my Florida man.
I love it. All right. I don't know what else to say. It was a long week. Oh,
I'm glad you're
shit.
You haven't had an exploding aneurysm yet.
Yeah, it's just been like. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this.
This is one of my favorite places.
Florida.
It's a marsh that's managed and maintained by
in
ducks.
Florida.
Lots of
And its
marsh.
sole purpose is to provide a habitat for ducks, birds, and mammals. That gets to be a more important distant job each year. And we need your help in doing it. I hope you can attend the Ducks Unlimited fundraising event in your town.
Bring your own plunger.
That was one of the first airdrops I witnessed you make.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Well, on that note, it is Friday.
So we will see you again on Monday. Unless we do a surprise this weekend, it could happen.
I am in a mood. I'm ready to, like, I'm ready. I don't know. I'm ready to do something productive, constructive, and have a great weekend. You too, as well, please. Come back to us, like, share, check out our subscriber, or become one of our subscribers. Tell your friends, like and share. Check out Hopecraft CBDs, dailyapparelstore.com. Check
and San Juan Slingshots.
Nothingyetgroup@gmail.com. Hit us up if you want any of our swag. And if you have any show ideas, I am the J. Tyler.
I am your Miss Parker.
This
is Nothing Yet Live.
Now you know.